Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Straight ahead, the NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Denver. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. On first and 10, here's May. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll lead to a second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on second down, May. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. We're trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Where was that? What's that?
From out of the gun, here's May. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. From the 35, it's first and 10.
First down, Patriots.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. Crazy. 5.
Working out of the gun. It's May. That one complete to A.T. Perry. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
13 yards.
His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Moving to his right. Now he takes off. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here first and goal. On the run to the right. There he goes again. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Crazy.
Here's May. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that I know we're playing a game at home, but man, these guys came to play.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. Work in the middle. That's Harvey. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Harold Landry, they're on the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 1-yard gain. Brings up
Third and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. May now on first and 10. Out to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. May to throw on second down. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, New England. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180. Wait, hard.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll come up to third and 3.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180. Wait, hard.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A 2-yard gain. It's
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. The Patriots out on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Crazy.
To throw on first down is May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 3. Throwing is May. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he will go all the way. Jefferson. Touchdown, New England. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Patriots move out to a 21-3 advantage. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try the right side with Harvey, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Handoff now for Harvey. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing. Nix. Pushed out to his left. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Here's Nix to throw. And incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
On fourth down, here's Nix. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but has the first down. They took the chance, threw it on fourth down, and they end up with first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Throwing is Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's into the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Nick Benito there for the tackle. 2nd and 7. May going to look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw now, May. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's May again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Headed left, buying time. He's going to look downfield once again. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Downfield, that's Perry. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
One team advances. One team's season ends here. 2nd half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Nix out of throw here on 1st down. That one needed to come out quickly. It did not, and it is a sack. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd, and the pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And I think a Bronco player was able to get in there. He was. So Denver keeps possession of the football. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive, and he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
He gets free inside the 20. And he will score. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Carlson's kick is good, and the Pats will extend this third quarter lead.
Broncos 10. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. This throw right side is caught by Hill. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Maynard on first and 10. Flush to his right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
May to throw on second down. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down, New England.
They'll go play action with May. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Throw again is made. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Henderson. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Ready, what's up?
One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Once more from the 2, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Henderson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Patriots will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. Where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Ready,
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to run it. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
ready,
They'll throw. It's Nix. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Hill. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Broncos.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That's taken in by Franklin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall Incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out, looking for help. And this will be incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. Brian Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Again, working deep downfield. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here's 2nd and 9.
Crazy! Crazy!
Working out of the gun, it's May. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
first and goal at the 5-yard line.
He'll run with Henderson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
At the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Throwing on second down. May. Moving out. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats add on to their already sizable lead.
Broncos 10. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
It's a gain of 5.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling right. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. So it's a road win here for the Patriots as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening